I'm going to take a minute to show you how to change some of the settings. So to change your personal settings, you'll come up here to your personal icon. Just click on it. Edit my details. You'll get this kind of dashboard that comes up, and you can change all of these. The most important ones, or the ones that you're most likely to want to change, are localization. So you can change the date format for yourself, time, what day the calendar starts, and then the time zone. This is how I have it currently set up for everyone. But if for some reason you want to change any of these, the date format, time, calendar start date, then you can. The other one is preferences. So here you can enable desktop alerts. Do you want to receive notifications for your events only? Receive. It's really what emails do you want to receive here. You can also receive a daily project report. I get one every morning, and it helps remind me what I have coming up. I mean, I don't necessarily look at it every day. I may look at it every few days, but I do get those every day, and it helps me stay on top of things. And I don't have it clicked to send me if I don't have anything to do, and also not on the weekends. So you can decide how you want the email to be sorted. You can do by date or by project. I like to see mine by due date, just so I get a more accurate view of the order of which I need to do things. You can also change how many days you would like to see in advance. So 2 weeks is enough for me to kind of map out what I need to prioritize, but you can literally change it to anything here. And then what time do you want to get the report? And then if you change anything here in any of these, I'll just hit update and it'll save your changes. The next thing is when you're in the dashboard, you can come over here to, well, let me first say, so you can star different projects. So for example, I'm working a lot on SMRP. So I can star this one. It'll move to the top of my list, so it's easy for me to find. This will be for each individual person. This will not affect anyone else. So it's really nice if you just click the ones that you use most often. But you can come over here to dashboard settings, and then you can select if you only want to see the starred projects. So if you start all the projects that you work on or work within, then you could do that. You can only see the tasks that are assigned to you. I don't necessarily recommend that because then you can't see the flow of them, but well, without clicking into it, you would be able to, but you can do that. Save your settings. Then within a particular project, so let's go back to our example. You can come over here to the settings again. You can change the project name. You can change the start page, and this is what I like to change from overview to task. So every time I click in to this project, I immediately see the task as opposed to the overview page, which I don't find super helpful. You can change the status from active to archived. You can change the privacy, which really, it should be fine the way it is. You can also change the project features. So if for some reason you miss something or want to change it after you've created it, you can adjust it in here. It's no big deal. You can also come over here to the three little dots. You can copy the project. So for example, if I had done SMRP last year and I wanted to copy it since it would have a lot of the same tasks, then I could do that and then just rename it and change the dates and save myself some time. You can add people. So if you forgot to to add someone on our team, you could go ahead and add them here. You can also go ahead and archive the project or delete it. For any project that I would really only delete if it's been canceled, none of the tasks have been completed, you're never going to need it again. But realistically, we want to archive the projects so that we can see all the work we've done and can copy it later if necessary. So once you archive it, it's going to move over here into the archived projects section down here. The other thing, so if you want to edit a task list, you'll come over here, go to edit, and here you can, if you need to change the privacy, that's pretty much all you can do there. I mean, you could do some of the defaults if you wanted to, or you could change the name. All this does is also you could delete the list, you can edit the list, you can move or copy it. So if you want to move it, you can move it into a different project. So let's say I needed to move this over. So it's the Europe brochure. So I want to move it over to the Europe tab. I can do that and it'll automatically move it over there. You can also copy it instead of just moving it. And it's the same thing. It'll move it where you need to. You can resort the task by due date. And that might be an easy way to also move things around, but really I just kind of drag and drop them. And then if you want to edit a task, you come over here to the pencil icon, and that's where you can change who needs to do it. Remember to notify them by email. Due dates you can change, any notes you want to add. If maybe you've forgotten a dependency, you want to add a follower, someone that needs to stay in the loop on the project, add a priority to it, you can do that. So for example, on this one, to show you the dependencies, if you had forgotten one, you would select the task, but what you would want to do is if they were somewhat out of order, you would want to put them, you can't really unclick them, which is kind of strange. It seems you can only really add, which doesn't make a ton of sense, but so for the most part, those are the settings that you may want to adjust. If there's anything else that you would like to know or do in Teamwork, let me know and I can help you with it or make some more videos so that everyone else can see how to do it as well.